Hey, what's going on, Pilot Stricker here, and today we're doing a strike here inside of BMS in Kuwait. It's going to be Sharko, Dutt, Moose, and myself. We're actually two ships, with Sharko being the flight lead and myself being the element lead. Now, I really wanted to share this video because I, for one, didn't want to install BMS because I've heard of how daunting the install process was. And however it was daunting, there's a lot of videos out there that get you through the process. But once you do set up your controls and do set up BMS, the immersion factor of BMS itself is totally amazing. Now, I do get killed in the end of the video, but you can see for yourself the pre-briefing that we do, the communication that we have, and just the overall working as a team together and inside the dynamic campaign. It actually feels like you're making a difference. And this is one of the reasons why I am starting to love BMS at the moment. So, enough chit-chat. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Thanks.
The package briefing. So today's package concentrated on a strike mission. The main target is an enemy army base to the west of the bullseye. It's a high-value target. So for the package task, we have 2 flights. The first flight, Occasion 1, is tasked to destroy the army base, and the second flight is Cobra 4, which is tasked with the destroying some enemy SHORADs and some enemy AAA emplacements around the army base. So as for the mission threat situation, it's a medium risk mission. The tactical situation is that we have the air superiority on the southwest and northwest of the bullseye area. There is, though, a lot of enemy aircraft activity, mainly bogies and unknown contacts to the north side of the bullseye. The situation in terms of air defenses, over the bullseye and to the west of the bullseye, most of the enemy air defenses are suppressed already. And we still have a bunch of AAA emplacements and battalions and other SHORAD battalions as well that we need to be careful from. So that's the tactical situation and the overview in general. Rules of engagements. Well, we have, as always, 4 kind of threats. MiG-21s, Mirage, F1s, MiG-29s, and MiG-25s. If it's a MiG-21 and it's within 20 miles, then we press. If it's something else than a MiG-21, like let's say a MiG-29, and it's within 40 miles, we press. If it's showing hostile behavior. The mission overview. So the objective, as I said, is to destroy the army base. That's the package objective. The push time for the strike flight is, let me check that. So their push time is 18:23, and the push time of the Dutt flight would be 18:22. So we got a 1-minute difference there. So basically, the Dutt will push first, try and clean the area from the SA9s first. Those are the first target that the Dutt will be engaging, and then by then the strike flight will be pushing to their IP point. So in terms of the armament that we're going to be using, the Dutt is going to be using Mavericks and CBUs. So Mavericks first for the SA9s, and CBUs for the remaining vehicles and AAA emplacements. And the strike flight will be using dumb bombs, Mach 84 slick bombs to destroy the army base. So the comm plan, basically use the comm ladder as usual, starting with the ATIS if you have one, and then to the ground uniform 2 and upwards. The intra-flight for the Cobra 4, the Dutt flight will be 132.0, and the flight lead of the strike flight will brief you for your intra-flight. The code words basically that we're going to be using. So once the Dutt flight is IP inbound, they're going to call on uniform IP inbound to target. And once the target area is clear of SA9s, we'll call area is clear Cajun 1 clear to push, for example. The same with Cajun 1. Once they're IP inbound, let's say 10 miles away from the IP, they call IP inbound, and they call, once they're in hot, weapons hot, they call in hot from the north, east. And once they're off, they call off cold or off dry or whatever they did, and they follow their egress plan. The threat considerations for the target area is the highest threat we got is SA9s. The other threats we got are basically just AAA and SA7s and manpads. We have an AOX available, and it should be call sign Sentry 2 at Uniform 6 as usual. And there is also a tanker available, call sign Texaco 1 at Uniform 13. The bullseye is as usual over Kuwait City, and the weather should be sunny and the wind should be calm. Should be a great day to fuck some shit up. That's pretty much it for the package briefing.
Where are the SA9s relative to our Steer 5 trigger?
Just southeast. That one in the middle.
Okay.
There's shore heads there.
All right, so that's the package for the flights briefing. So Cobra 4, 1 and 2 will take off out of the of Ras something airbase in Saudi Arabia. We'll head straight to Steer 2. We'll be at Angel 21. Formation will be wedge for the push. So once we are at Steer 3, we'll switch formation line abreast, combat line abreast on the left or right side, whatever you prefer that. And once we're IP inbound and we know exactly where the SA9s are, and we have a tally on the TGP or the air-to-ground radar, whatever, then we switch trail formation, 1 to 2 miles. Don't sweat it. Just stay comfortable on trail formation, and then we'll switch. One will go heads down, for example. If I have tally, shoot a rifle on those SA9s. 2 will stay heads up. Once 1 is done, number 2 will come in hot, and you'll switch heads down, and I will switch heads up. And once we're done, we will call area clear and Cajun 1 push, and then the Cajun 1 will push to the IP point. And that's pretty much it for us, the Cobra flight. I will leave the microphone to Mr. Tricker.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lieutenant Tricker, Second Lieutenant Tricker. Today we're going to be doing, Moose and I will be doing Cajun 1, and we got Mark 84s. We'll hold it, Steer 3, Mr. Moose. We'll be at Angels 20, holding for the clear call from Cobra flight. We'll go to waypoint 4. Make sure we're all armed up, ready to go. For Mark 84 release, we'll do a pair drop. We'll release 1 pair of Mark 84s on our target. Need to watch out for the SA9 that we have, which is just southeast 3 miles of our target. So we'll come in Steer 4, and a few miles before we'll come off to the right, put it on our left-hand side. We'll dive down at the target, dropping flares on the way. We'll drop our bombs. We'll do a loose trail formation, 1 to 2 miles, your choice. Just don't get fragged by my bombs. Push for Steer 6, and we'll hold at Steer 6 and wait for some on-call casts with our remaining 2 Mark 84 bombs. And then we'll RTB after that. And that's pretty much all I get. Just make sure you stay hydrated.
Cajun 1, weight 350 at 3 knots, runway 32. You're clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 3-2, Cajun 1. On the brakes, run it up.
2.
Release brakes now. Burners now.
Tower Cobra 4 to ship F-16, hold the short runway 14, ready for departure. Correction 3-2, ready for departure.
Cobra 4, hold short.
Come left.
2.
Cajun 1 over departure. 2 push uniform 4.
Go.
Cajun 1 flight in the hold as frag. Steer 3. Fuel state 6.1.
Roger. Cobra 4 is enhanced from the southwest, SA9. Cobra 4 has good checks on SA9. Number 2 will rifle the last rifle and then you're cleared hot.
Roger. Just give us the word, baby. Code word mustard.
Roger.
At which point we said single instead of
Cajun
paired.
2, Cobra
Affirm.
4. So
Copy mustard. Cobra or Cajun flight is pushing steer for IP.
Cobra.
All right, leveling off here, coming to the right. Push steer 4. Starting a right-hand turn at 8 miles to put the building on the left-hand side. Cajun 1, diving in. Cajun flight diving in.
One's off. We have heavy AAA and one SAM site still operational. One SAM Shore.
Altitude.
2's in.
Altitude.
Roger 2, 1's got the buildings on the right.
Copy.
Chaff. Flare.
1 pickle off to the right. Flaring.
Chaff. Flare.
Good shacks on target.
One active manpad or SHORAD to the west of your target area.
Roger, that was block. Say again.
Typical. You got an active SHORAD to the west of your target area. So make sure you got that flare going. Flare.
Affirm. Cajun flight pushing steer 6 for holding for on-call cast 2 Mark 84's left. Good job there, too.
You as well, sir.
Call us when you need us. Code word mustard.
Cobra, Cajun 1 Cobra 4 got good splash there on target. Good job.
Yeah, let's.
Cobra 4 1 in hot from the west. Enemy AAA CPU.
Roger, Cajun 1, Dirt 8, 240.
Cobra 4 same. One is off cold. Let me know. Shit.
Cajun flight diving in.
One is up in 10.
Yeah, so roll in and give me some flares, and I'll follow you in.
Roger, 2's in. 2's in hot.
Oh, he's talking about this one. There it is.
Cajun 1-1.
Go for Cajun 1.
I don't know if you're lower than 20,000. We get AAA shooting at you. The SHORAD, that is a confirmed SHORAD that shot our flight just north of the smoke on the square.
Copy that. Yeah, I'm getting shot at by flak. We're climbing.
Roger. And heavy AAA observed at target. The SHORAD is the most western target of the group of targets. Oh, looks like a good shack.
Good shack.
My
You see any more down there for shore heads?
Cajun, didn't see any more shore ads. You have multiple groups of parked vehicles that are just south of that position, parked east to west in a line.
Roger. One is in. Roger. One's in from the north.
Altitude.
I got you visual up top.
Altitude. Chaff, flare.
2 fuel state 4.0.
One's pickle off to the west.
Bingo. Bingo.
Good check.
So you got a visual on me. I'm at your 10 o'clock co-altitude.
Yeah, I see you.
Chaff, flare.
Flares out for reference.
I'm should I hold on to this bomb or can I select jet this bitch?
Hey, Cobra Flight, we got a MiG-29 Spike 060 medium.
Cobra, copy. Fence 3, Cobra 4.
Cobra 4, Sentry 2, nearest threat, bullseye. 2H2, 73, 25,000. Hot. Hostile Prince MiG-29, 2 ship.
Yeah, jettison your bomb, dude.
Can you tell how far Cajun 1?
Negative. I'm gonna point my direction that way, or my nose that way, see if I can find him.
MiG-29, bullseye 279, 75 for 27,000. 35 miles.
Cajun 1 has visual, 17 miles.
Cobra is 20 miles. Repeat 20 miles.
Sentry declare.
1-1, Sentry 2, contact confirmed hostile. ID is MiG-29.
Alright, we got some MiG-29s coming in, 13 miles for Cajun Flight.
2.
I sent it to you, Moose.
Yeah, looking for him. Got him.
Make sure you cool down your AIM-9s. He foxed, going defensive.
Chaff, flare.
He's shooting at you guys, I believe.
2 has been sent to heaven.
Lock.
Cajun 1, Cobra 2
Counter.
is 1 man down.
Shit.
Chaff, flare.
2, I'm defensive.
Chaff,
Roger,
flare.
2, Fox 2.
Chaff, flare. Low.
Cobra, Fox 2.
Shit!
Merged MiG-29, 3 miles. 2 ship.
God damn it.
Cajun, do you copy?
Yeah, Cajun 2's engaging MiG-29, splash.
Stallion, flat. Reagan. Fox 2.
Tyler, you're hostile.
Cobra 1, merged MiG-29, then.
Alright, I'm with you. I got one more AIM-9 left.
Copy, get him if you can. I'm low on fuel.
Lock.
Fox 2.
Good kill.
If you made it through the video, I appreciate you guys watching. And again, as you can see, a lot happened there, but the overall experience was pretty freaking amazing with the pre-briefing, us taking off, we're holding as fragged, Dutt and Sharko are taking out the enemy air defenses and accomplishing something as a team. So they took out the enemy air defenses, and then we came in and got the strike on the factory building that we needed to. Even though I died at the end, like I said, it was just pretty amazing to experience this, and hopefully you guys have some sort of similar stories to share yourself. So again, thanks for watching, and take care.